Well, we can speak now with Steve Chow, who's reporting for us from Natori on the eastern coast. Steve, far away from tumbling share prices and stock markets, a bitter reality on the ground. It's a flattened landscape, scene of destruction. Take us through what you're seeing in Natori.
Well, since we last spoke about an hour ago, we've been moving on foot deeper into the hard-hit area, Natori. This is where the search and rescue effort is being centered. As you can see behind me, there is a house in the distance. We understand that there are about 30 to 40 search and rescue personnel there now trying to get somebody they believe is trapped underneath or in and amongst the rubble. There is a major urgency here felt by the government and officials. They know that the next 2 to 3 days are critical to find anybody who is still alive, trapped amongst a lot of this debris. Over the last few hours, we've seen at least 50 to 60 firefighting trucks coming in here. We've seen soldiers on foot. They're all fanning out into this region to try to find anybody still alive. Over the last few hours as well, we've seen a number of bodies being pulled out of the rubble. The estimate at this point is that there could be more than 10,000 people victims of the tsunami, victims of the massive earthquake that has struck this country.
Extraordinary that house is actually...
Sorry, I have to mention at this point that... We're just feeling another aftershock at this point. We can feel the whole ground shaking a bit. If we perhaps pan up to the right here, sometimes you can see sort of a little bit of the shaking that's going on. There's been more than 200, perhaps up to 250 aftershocks since the first massive earthquake that struck here. And it has often stopped search and rescue operations as there have been warnings of tsunamis and people have rushed to higher ground. This one seems to be a small one at this point, but just look at the sheer vastness of the destruction. There is so much work that needs to be done in terms of trying to spread out and find people that are still alive. We've talked to a lot of search and rescue members. The ground is still shaking. We've talked to a lot of search and rescue members. They've been going on foot with sticks, trying to prod through the rubble, calling out, trying to listen and hear if there are any survivors still.
Yeah, we can indeed actually see that camera shaking as that aftershock now seems to be stabilizing for the moment. Steve, take us through the makeup of the rescue and relief personnel. Are they all from Japan? Are they all military personnel?
Well, over the last 2 or 3 days, the vast majority of the personnel have been Japanese. We've seen thousands of soldiers. We've also seen thousands of firefighters pouring in from cities all across Japan. Today we saw some come in from Hiroshima, from Ure City, from elsewhere. But we are hearing that foreign support is arriving. Many people arriving at the Tokyo airport over the last 36 hours. They're trying to make their way up north here to help in the relief efforts. We haven't seen them yet in this part of the northeast portion of the coast, but we're expecting them to arrive soon. Everyone has heard that the U.S. Ronald Reagan, the aircraft carrier, is making its way over to the coast here. It will be a center in terms of supplying a lot of the food and the basic necessities that a lot of the survivors need here. Right to my right here, I can see a new group of search and rescue personnel coming down the road. I'm not sure if we can pan, it's a distance to pan here, but they are coming down here. It gives you a good example of sort of the massive amount of personnel that are here right now trying to reach survivors. Yes, you can see in their hands they're carrying the sticks. These are the sticks that are used to prod through the through all the rubble. People are wearing masks. There's all.
Oh, unfortunately, we seem to have lost Steve for the moment, but he did give us some extraordinary insight. Let's just try one more time. Steve, are you still there? Can you hear me? No, we have lost him for now.